Bulletin.
Attention all squad. The suspect in the shooting at Elman Houston is reported to be an unknown white male, approximately 30, Linderville, 5'5 feet 10 inches, weight 165 pounds, reported to be armed with what is thought to be a 30 caliber rifle.
Folks, what that All Points Bulletin means is all the outlying area police, they're coming downtown. So all these roads you see right here, they now start to have police cars roaring up and down them. Their sirens are blaring. That is the scene for the rest of the day. Now, Oswald was in his taxi. He told Mr. Whaley, take me to the 500 block of North Beckley. Well, folks, that location is actually 5 blocks past where Oswald really wants to go. He doesn't want the taxi driver knowing where he's staying or how to find him again later. Oswald's taxi cab fare was 95 cents. He paid Mr. Whaley $1. He stepped out in front of that taxi and on foot, he backtracks right where they just drove past to his rooming house.
Oswald's rooming house is going to be the second house on the left after we get through this next slide. There's 2 flagpoles in the front yard. I should be able to sit there for a few seconds if you want to grab a quick photo. Otherwise, if you want one, you didn't happen to get one, we'll be going by it again on the right side in a few more minutes after that.
So we took the taxi. At the second house. We took a taxi. So we had the taxi drop off somewhere else and they just go very late.
Folks, that rooming house is coming up just to this next intersection. It will be on the left side of the trolley. The address is 1026. And this house looks exactly like it did 50 years ago. It is now 1:01 p.m. November 22nd. As Lee Harvey Oswald walks right through this door at 1026. He goes to the left side of that house to his room. He picks up a light-covered zipper jacket and his .38 caliber Smith & Wesson revolver. He is only in that house 1 minute. Then he comes back out here, and on foot, Oswald goes back in the exact same direction he just came from. But take a look at that little house, folks. On November 22nd, there are 16 rooms for rent. 10 on the upper level, 6 below in the basement. So folks, Oswald's going this way. He just went this way in his taxi. He got out of that taxi and on foot goes to the rooming house. And now on foot, Oswald is going back this way again. Now, folks, when Oswald was in that taxi, we know he wanted to go to that rooming house, but he didn't want the cab driver knowing where he's staying. So right about here, he says, you know what, driver? Right up here at this intersection, this will be good enough. And at this intersection, Beckley and Neely, that's where Lee Harvey Oswald got out of that taxi cab.
And then he walked back to the house.
Have you ever seen those photographs of Oswald posing with that rifle in his backyard? Well, that house is just a few blocks just right up Neely right here. So Oswald knows these neighborhoods real well.
I tried to the trolley. The hose, no, you need 2 or 3 people with a ladder because the hose gets stuck on top. Yeah. There's good thing.
So folks, the JFK assassination, it has been investigated a lot of times. The Warren Commission was the first. Then Rockefeller did one. Then the House Select Committee on Assassinations in the 70s. And many independent investigations have been done. And the reason why I tell you this is because where we're going next, many different routes to get there from the rooming house to where we're going. So no investigator knows the exact route Oswald took to get to where we're going. But folks, it's been walked time after time on all the routes, and it takes approximately 11 minutes by foot to get to where we're going. Because you see, when you're trying to solve a crime, time is the glue that puts the pieces together. And this was the biggest crime of the 20th century. The JFK assassination is the most talked about, written about, most investigated murder in the history of the world. So like I said, folks, no one knows which one of these roads here, Allswell